5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
Six noir, 6 black.
Beg pardon, milady.
It's all right, Parker. This doesn't seem to be your night. I'm going to take over. 12 red, please.
Yes, milady.
Messieurs, dames, faites vos jeux. Place your bets, please.
After all, it is my money.
Yes, milady.
Rien ne va plus. Rien ne va plus.
12 red. 12 red. 12 red.
Oh, dear, and I wanted 17 black. That makes 750,000 I've lost. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
Positive, madame.
Oh, never mind. I'll make it up this time.
Good heavens. It's the Duchess of Royston. Why, I haven't seen her for years.
12 rouge, 12 red.
But, milady, it's your win.
Your winnings, madame.
Sit in for me, will you, Parker?
Oh, yes, milady.
17 black, 17 black. Oh, come on, 17 black.
Dix-huit rouge, 18 red.
Oh.
Oh, dear, 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 what have I done?
This lady's so stupid she can't even see that the table's been fixed.
Why, Penelope, what a delightful surprise. I'm doing rather badly, I fear.
So I see. That looks like a desperate measure.
Oh, Penelope, dear, I'm a desperate woman. All I've got left now is my painting. My precious Braquasso painting. Thank goodness I left that at home. Otherwise I'd be gambling it away too dear.
Braquasso, did you hear that? Yeah. I tell you, this character's a walkover.
But tell me, Deborah, how have you been keeping?
Rien ne va plus.
Shh, dear. 17 black. 17 black. 17 black, 17 black.
Rouge, 14 red.
Oh, dear Penelope. Now I've really lost everything. Every penny.
Just a moment, monsieur. This table is fixed. Parker,
I beg your pardon, madame, but you are mistaken.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Not so fast, mon ami. The game's up, mon ami, and we got witnesses to prove it.
What are you talking about? What game?
Those tables downstairs are fixed. Don't you try to deny it.
All right, then, what if they are? Can't we talk this over and come to some understanding?
Understanding?
But of course, you two are human, I presume.
Parker?
In here, m'lady. I'm afraid he got away, m'lady. And he took his money with him, I regret to say.
And I'm afraid to say I lost the Duchess when they threw the lights downstairs. Right, let's get after him.
Yes, m'lady.
Quickly.
That's him, m'lady.
Yes, and it looks as if he's got the croupier with him. Come on.
They will never catch us now.
You'd better prepare, Parker, just in case.
Quite, m'lady. I can see them just ahead, m'lady.
It looks as if they're gaining on us.
Never mind. I shall be ready for them.
Pathetic, isn't it, m'lady?
Quite, Parker. Now try to get his tires first. We may as well attempt to reason with him.
Oh, it's no good, m'lady. There are too many bends in the road.
Never mind, Parker.
No, c'est fantastic. This automobile of theirs is impenetrable.
We're nearly there.
Well, that appears to be that, m'lady. We've lost him.
Oh dear, how tiresome. Never mind, let's go back and console the Duchess. I expect we'll find her staying at the Grand.
No, madame. I am afraid that the Duchess is no longer staying with us. She checked out this evening.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that. Have you any idea how I can trace her?
Yes, madame. Royston Castle, England.
It appears we're too late, m'lady.
Oh dear, poor Deborah. So she wasn't joking after all.
M'lady?
Well, when she said she'd lost everything, I wish there was something we could do to help her. I'm glad Jeff's coming over for the air display. Perhaps he'll think of something. After all, rescues are his forte.
Just where has that son of mine got to? I can't seem to find him anywhere. Well, Mrs. Tracy, the last time I saw him, he was carrying that big parcel that came to him through the post today. You mean the one with the Savile Row label on it? Yes, that's the one. He's certainly taking his visit to the London air display seriously.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Oh, bang on. Jolly good show. Oh, bang on. Jolly good show. How am I doing, Penny?
Oh, splendidly, Jeff.
This is what I've been wanting to see. It's the new carrier craft.
I say, isn't that a bit close?
I say, boy, what do you make of that? Dash clever, what? Oh, well done. Remarkable.
Look, Percy, they're not finished yet.
What are they going to do, Jeff?
Just wait and see. It's the pilot. I guess the other machine is going to guide the two of them down.
Absolutely first class. First class.
Well, that's all very well, Percy, but you know, International Rescue are doing this sort of thing all the time. They ought to have them on spur.
So, Jeff, must you fly off to New York tomorrow?
I'm afraid so, Penny. All good things have to come to an end. What are you going to show me now?
Well, Jeff, this is an exhibition of art of the last century. You see, I promised an old friend of mine that I would come along. Poor Duchess of Royston. She's fallen on rather hard times, I'm afraid.
Gee, I'm sorry to hear that. What went wrong?
Well, she went to the south of France to try and corner the market there. But the stakes were rather against her.
What a shame. Anything we can do?
Oh, Jeff, if only there were. She's had to lend her last precious possession to the gallery to try and recoup a few of her losses. That's it over there. Portrait of a Gazelle by Braquasso.
Gazelle? Portrait of a Gazelle? I think I've got it, Penelope.
What do you mean, Jeff?
I think I know how we can help the Duchess out of her difficulties. There's someone in New York I've just got to go and see.
Good morning. Welcome to the Gazelle building. Whom did you wish to see?
I have an appointment with Mr. Wilbur Dandridge, the third.
Thank you. One moment, please. That is correct. You are Mr. Jeff Tracy. Kindly take a seat. The voice you are listening to is the product of Gazelle automated secretaries. The elevator you are traveling in is manufactured by Gazelle Elevators Incorporated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What?
Jeff Tracy. Well, where you been all these years? Come on in. Take a seat.
Thanks, Dandridge. That's some elevator you've got there.
You haven't seen anything yet. At Gazelle Enterprises, we got everything automated. Now, how about a cigarette?
All right, then. Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Now, how about a drink, Tracy? What are you gonna have?
I'll have a whiskey. On the rocks.
No problem.
Well, here's mud in your automated eye.
Good health, Tracy. Oh, is that sun too bright for you? I can soon fix that. Oh, darn it. I must get that blind fixed sometime. Now, what was this you were telling me about a portrait of a gazelle?
Well, knowing your fondness for gazelles, I thought you might be interested.
Interested? I'm fascinated. Where can I see it?
Well, it just so happens I have a reproduction of it here.
Portrait of a gazelle. Oh, it's sensational. Now, look, Tracy. I've just got to have this picture. Portrait of a gazelle. I tell you, this could be the symbol of the whole Gazelle organization.
That was, what I had figured. But you know, Dandridge, the Duchess may not want to sell.
She'll sell, all right. Portrait of a gazelle. It's a gem. A perfect gem. Now, I don't know much about art, but I know what I like, and this is sensational. Do you agree, Lady Penelope?
Oh, yes, it's a good example of his middle period. It's an honor, really, to have it inside my home.
Oh, Penelope, dear, it's so sweet of you to look after it for me now that the exhibition is over.
Well, let's have tea, shall we?
$475,000.
I beg your pardon. I don't quite understand.
Duchess, I mean, Your Grace, I'm offering you £475,000 for the sale of the painting.
Sale? But my dear Mr. Dandridge, I'm afraid the picture is not on the market.
Not on the market?
Thank you, Parker. Kindly pass the cucumber sandwiches to the Duchess of Royston.
Yes, lady.
Now, Your Grace. Now, you can't frighten me off. I know a good investment when I see one. I've set my heart on that painting, and I aim to have it.
Oh, Mr. Dandruff,
Dandridge.
I beg your pardon. I do hope I'm not casting aspersions on your business ability. But the offer you have made seems so disproportionate. Oh, cucumber sandwiches are delicious.
Very well, Your Grace. You drive a hard bargain, but I'm willing to advance my figure. I will give you £600,000 for the Gazelle painting.
No, thank you, Mr. Dandruff. That picture is a precious family heirloom, and I could not bear to part with it.
Your Grace, I came all the way from the United States for that painting.
Well, now, why don't we drink up our tea and try to find a good old British compromise, a solution that would make both of you happy. Now, for example, the Duchess would be perfectly willing, I'm sure, to let Mr. Dandridge have the painting for, say, 6 months on a rent basis.
Rent?
Rent?
Say, that's a great idea.
Will all passengers on the Fireflash Flight 681 to New York City kindly join their hostesses in 2 minutes at moving walkway number 3?
Number 3? Oh, dear. Do you suppose that's a lucky number or not?
Now, Deborah, that will do. I've got a going-away present for you that'll give you luck.
Oh, Penelope, how sweet. What is it?
It's a St. Christopher. Now, if you wear it, you'll have a safe journey. Now, Parker's seen to the loading of the painting, so you should have nothing to worry about. And Mr. Dandridge's chauffeur will be meeting you at the other end.
Oh, thank you for bearing with me, Penelope, dear. I must appear sometimes like an eccentric old woman, but that painting really is precious to me, and I would feel happier if I took it over to Mr. Dandridge in person.
Of course, I understand. The Duchess of Royston, we're ready for you now.
Oh, thank you. Well, goodbye, Penelope, dear.
Goodbye, Deborah. And don't forget to wear the brooch.
I won't, dear, I won't. And I mustn't forget this either. Fare thee well, dear.
The sound barrier, Mach 1.2, 40,000 feet. Mach 2.8, 2.9, Mach 3, reheat. Mach 5.3,
Height 200,000 feet.
Level off.
So nice of Penelope to give me this. Oh, how pretty.
There she goes. Well, it'll be nice just to keep a check on the Duchess's progress with this.
Quite, milady.
Still, I'm sure Mr. Dandridge will give her a great welcome to the new world.
All right then, Hendricks. You'd better push off down to the airport. The Duchess's aircraft should be coming in pretty soon.
Okay, Mr. Dandridge.
Oh, Hendricks.
Yes, Mr. Dandridge.
Don't forget the check I made out for her.
Got it right here, Mr. Dandridge.
Good. That'll show her we mean business.
Just in case she's changing her mind.
See you later, sir.
Oh! That takes care of him.
And that uniform of his is going to fit me perfectly.
Yeah, it's going to be a cinch to get the Duchess.
And there it is, there. And that case, and that hat box is mine, too.
Okay, lady.
The, Duchess of Royston?
You must be Mr. Dandridge's chauffeur.
That's right. Can I carry your bags? Say, is that the, painting?
Yes. But, there was a certain arrangement.
You mean, this?
Well, the Duchess has reached New York, all right.
Yes, milady. In fact, Her Grace is already moving away from the city.
Why, Parker, you're right. I hope everything's going according to plan.
Is this Central Park?
No, madam. We're not going to New York City.
And why not, pray?
Because Mr. Dandridge asked for you to be taken to his country house.
I don't like it, Parker. The arrangement was for Mr. Dandridge to take the Duchess to his New York office to watch the hanging of the painting. Get me Mr. Dandridge on the videophone, please.
At once, milady.
Are we there? Is this Mr. Dandridge's country house?
Yes, this is Mr. Dandridge's country house, all right.
Oh, why, Lady Penelope. What a coincidence. I was about to contact you.
Mr. Dandridge, the plans have gone wrong. What has happened to the Duchess?
I regret to say I don't know. My chauffeur was to bring her here, but they are terribly overdue.
Mr. Dandridge, I regret to say that she must have been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? But how could that possibly?
Parker, something's happened. We've been cut off. And the Duchess's signal has led deep into the country. She's clearly been intercepted by someone posing as Mr. Dandridge's chauffeur.
Right, Penny, don't worry. We'll find her. Scott?
Okay, Father, I'm on my way.
I'll get John to trace the exact course of the Duchess's bleep signal. Then he'll contact you when you're airborne.
FAB.
Virgil?
Father?
You better take off in Thunderbird, too. There's no knowing what may be in store for the Duchess.
Right, Father.
Jeff, Parker's just reported that the Duchess's signal has stopped moving.
So much the better. That'll make it easier for John to get a precise fix on it.
Launching A-OK, Father.
Right. Now we'll see how soon John can get a fix on the Duchess.
Thunderbirds 1 and 2 from Thunderbird 5.
Loud and clear, John.
Hello, John. What's the verdict?
You'll find the Duchess at map reference Alpha Zeta 9, Beta Beta 4.
Thanks, John. We're on our way.
Gee, that's a lonely spot.
Okay, lady. This is where I take a powder.
Oh, Jeremy, before you leave me here, please tell me what it is you want from me. If it's the painting you want, you can take it.
Oh, don't worry, lady. We've taken it. I managed to slip it in my buddy at the airport when you were changing your currency.
You'll never get away with this.
Oh, yes, we will. Just like those crooks at the casino got away with your dough.
So that's where I've seen you. At the casino. I thought I'd seen your face before. What's that smell? It's gas.
Yes, it's gas, all right. So I shouldn't go around striking matches if I were you, otherwise there could be a rather nasty explosion. So long.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What will become of me?
Thunderbird 5 from Thunderbird 1. What's the latest signal from the Duchess, John?
Still the same, Scott. At least the transmitter Penelope gave her is still signaling from the same location.
Yeah, I get your meaning. We can only hope she's still wearing the brooch, that the signal isn't leading us into a trap.
Oh, dear. That gas. It's leaking all over the place. Somehow I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out of here.
Father, I think I can see the place where the Duchess is transmitting from. It's a pretty solitary spot. Father!
What's happened, Scott?
Yes, Scott, she's still transmitting.
Well, I'm going into land now. I only hope there's something we can do.
The Duchess of Royston's representative to see you, sir, with a portrait of a gazelle.
The painting? Oh, but that's impossible. Oh, yeah, I get it. All right, he can come up. Get the police over here right away, Miss Godolphin. I think we've caught the guy who took the Duchess's painting. I'll try to keep him talking.
Very good, Mr. Dandridge. I understand.
Good evening, Mr. Dandridge. I represent the Duchess of Royston, and I am here to deliver the painting to you and collect the second installment of the payment. In cash, as was agreed.
Quite, as agreed. Miss Godolphin, would you be so good as to send in the, cash payment for the Duchess's painting?
Certainly, Mr. Dandridge. By the way, that other matter you mentioned is now in hand.
Thank you.
What other matter?
Now, can I see the painting, please? Oh, splendid. That's the portrait of a gazelle, all right. And here comes your money. Miss Godolphin is so efficient. All right, you. Put your hands up. Oh, the painting. Oh, the painting.
Virgil, I've traced the Duchess to the cellar. There's a very definite signal coming from below ground. Virgil, we're going to need the mole. We've got to get into the cellar of that place, but quick.
FAB.
Okay, Virg, here's your brief. Course 079 degrees, angle 30.
FAB.
Now, I'm going to get the restraining outfit. When that wall goes over, the basement will never stand the weight.
Oh, dear. I shall never get out alive.
How's it going, Virgil?
No snags so far.
Yeah, provided I can hold that wall. Virgil. Virgil, you gotta hurry it up. That wall is gonna give away any moment.
Yeah, it's his soil. There seems to be a vein of solid rock down here.
This heat. It's fantastic.
What on earth is that? Oh, dear, dear. What can this be?
Quickly, this way.
Hey, Virgil, hurry it up. This wall's gonna go over any moment, and I can't sustain it any longer.
Okay, Scott. We're on our way up now.
This is Scott calling the mole. Virgil, are you all right? Scott calling base. Scott calling base.
Go ahead, Scott. What's the situation?
Virgil was on his way up with the Duchess and the mole, but the whole building's gone over. And now I can't get any reply. Either his radio's smashed, or he's in a bad way down there.
What about the Duchess's signal? Is it still registering?
Yes, Father, it is, but I can't tell whether it's moving or not.
All right, Scott. Keep standing by in case Virgil needs any help.
Yes, Father.
If only we could have known more in advance about the rescue conditions.
Yeah, we could have taken the pod with all the firefighting gear.
Oh, please, don't blame yourselves. If you'd waited to find out what had actually happened to the Duchess, it would have been too late to attempt a rescue anyway.
Father, the mole's just broken service again. But was he in time to save the Duchess?
Penelope, the property development company backed out when the project was dropped, and the agents just could not sell my home.
Oh, dear, how tiresome. You were rather relying on that, too, weren't you, Deborah?
But, Penelope, it was ideal, dear. I was able to buy back my home.
I don't understand.
With Mr. Dandridge's check, dear.
Well, Deborah, I'm afraid I've got sad news about the
No, Penelope, you're not to depress me, dear. I've just been rescued by those romantic young men from International Rescue. And the FBI have got the man who impersonated Mr. Dandridge's chauffeur. And Interpol have arrested the men who were running that crooked casino. And I'm going to get back all the money I lost. So don't spoil my day, please. Why, Mr. Dandridge.
Oh, Your Grace, I'm glad to see you so well.
How nice of you to come all this way to see me.
The truth is, Your Grace, I have some rather sad news about the Gazelle picture.
Indeed, Mr. Dandridge?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. The brutal truth is that the picture is destroyed, and it was my fault.
Destroyed, Mr. Dandridge? Are you positive?
I'm afraid so, Your Grace.
Here, Penelope. open that for me like a good girl, would you? The truth is that I have news for you, Mr. Dandridge. This is the portrait of a gazelle by Braquasso.
Then it was a copy that I accidentally destroyed?
Precisely. Now, if you will kindly oblige me with the second half of the loan payment, the picture is yours for the next 6 months as agreed.
Oh, pardon the intrusion, but there's a glossy magazine on the video phone for your grace. They want the rights to your life story. Is £35,000 enough?
Tell them I'll take £50,000, nothing less.
Very good, your grace.
Oh, and Parker, what about the 3:30?
Bad news, I'm afraid. The 3:30 was won by Desperate Intruder, a rank outsider.
Oh dear, what a pity. Still, I just know my luck is changing. Once I'm up and about again, Penelope, there's a little trip I want to take, dear.
Oh, yes. And where to, Deborah?
Oh, come on. 15, Blake. Come on. 15, Blake.